back. Hey.
that was really funny.
No, I just saw this in my peripheral and I was like, hey girl, like what's up? Hey guys, what's up?
What's up, you guys?
The prelim statement, even though I think it's going to be fine, I'm just going to say it out loud just for fun, is that we do have a fan on. So if you can hear that, like ASMR, there's a fan 10 feet away from us when we're recording because it's hot.
Oh, you know what was so funny? In the episode where, I'm like, you know what's so funny? The episode where we did, what was that? What episode was that?
With no detail, I'm like,
Oh, the hookups episode. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was laughing so hard at the clip where I was like, what? I was like,
bro,
excuse me, sorry.
And I literally was like, girl, post it. Like that shit's hella funny. I've been waiting for it.
I'm about to post it.
No, the ASMR bit is so good. Like, I'm so sorry. It's so funny.
But Maya and I were on the phone the other day. And I was literally like, I was like telling her something. And I was like, yeah, like, I mean, if you don't want to, just literally be like, sorry, like, I'm actually not really like interested.
I don't know why that shit takes me the fuck out. Maybe because I literally am an ASMR listener.
Me, but, like, I literally have to go, and I just like don't think that's what's best for me.
No, like literally. Sap with headphones on. I'm like, no, yeah, get into it.
Can you hear it, Sap?
It's so much more clear with the headphones.
I'm crying.
I live.
Well, yes.
I live when I have. I feel like when I've been in like people's like podcasts, like in the stew, and they have like headphones.
Oh, and they have the headphones.
Because you can like hear yourself talking as hell.
I'm scared.
And you're just like,
ooh, that last sound.
So whatever that sounds like for you guys on
I'm also,
YouTube or Spot or
on YouTube or Spot,
Apple.
Just saying that I have my. If you see me looking down, it's because I literally have my teleprompter here because we took like a couple days in between filming, which is like. I mean, I guess we do that anyways, but it's giving.
We took like a week.
Yeah, we took like a week.
A week plus,
which is like good for the brain because now we have things because we like went outside and like lived life, like you know whatever.
Dude, I went out every single day this weekend.
Dude, I know you've been going off.
Oh,
and
that's
I'm like,
gonna
period.
make me think of some. Oh, I forgot about one of the days. Saturday.
No, and like okay, period. So basically, we have things to say and like shit to talk. So welcome back. Also, okay, so I have a list of things.
Wait, really quick. I want to shout out the divas I met at the 818 Lounge. You guys are literally so nice. I literally met a group of divas at the 818 Lounge yesterday that I went to. And they were one of the girls was literally listening to the podcast on the way. And one of her friends, gosh, I can't remember her friend, literally like influenced that whole friend group to listen to the podcast.
Wait, thank you.
So thank you. And
I'm
love
like,
you
hey
guys.
No, and honestly, like seeing people outside and they're always literally coons. I'm like, guys. And every time I've doubted myself, like you're making it worth it. Like seriously.
And Annie, I was going to the bathroom and she literally walks up to me and was like, Dom, fuck the noise. I was like,
guys, is that really like that's guys, really what's stuck, huh?
It's fuck the noise.
No, and it's real. Like I have a new stim I've been doing, but I'm not gonna you know, I'm sure y'all will hear it and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But that's just like what it is. That's just what it is.
It's literally on the tongue bad.
No, like it's been on I literally said it the other night and I was like,
And in the context of which you said was like, yeah.
And it's also funny because now that I've been like saying it so much, I like it doesn't even like I said it to Faith. Okay, I've been saying fuck it, guess we both ain't shit. I don't know why, but I said it the other night and I literally was like, this shit feels like I'm chewing gum. And I said it to Faith the other day and I was like, girl, fuck it, guess we both ain't shit. And she was like, me and you? Like we? I was like, no, it's just
it's just vibes.
It's just up in the air.
It's
like,
just vibes. I'm like, come on, it's workshops. Like, come on.
No, I was like, it just sometimes like fits here, fits there. Like sometimes it fits, I don't know, like whatever.
And more importantly, I think the biggest thing to recognize with any stim that we have is just it sounds good, so we gon' say it.
Exactly. It doesn't matter the context. Like it's language is about context. You know what I'm saying? Linguistics is about context, and it's like however I'm saying it in whatever context, just plug that in as whatever you need to hear. Do you know what I'm saying?
We got a comment on one of our TikToks, and someone said, "Are you serious? Is this even English?" I'm being very serious.
No, and it is.
Like,
and I guess it is, bro.
I guess it is.
But
Walkie
anyway,
slush.
No, like anyway. Oh my God, which goes into the first. Well, this wasn't the first thing that I was gonna say, but I'm just gonna say it like real quick.
Real bad.
On my notes app, I'm literally like with a quill. Like, I saw this joke the other day I saw this TikTok the other day, and there was a joke in which they were like using a phrase, like they were like, oh, like when I have to like walkie slut, like whatever, like it was giving that, and I literally for like the first time I think just like viscerally was like, oh my, like I was in the comments like reading and everybody was like, oh, it means this is from Roblox. Like it's from Roblox. And I literally was like, it's happening.
It's happening.
Like we're aging out of like being being
in the
okay, and
know.
hold on, because this isn't true. You know, I'm against ageism. Like age is literally simply like something that we've
Concept.
decided. Yeah, it's like crazy. But that was genuinely the first time when I was like, guys, I'm not in on the joke. Like, I'm not in on the joke.
I think that personally for me in my house, I missed a really big cultural shift of like gaming culture. Like I stopped gaming in probably like my senior year of high school.
Yeah.
Because
That's what
obviously
happens,
time,
yeah.
and you have to like choose one
Yeah.
pill or the other pill.
That was me deleting Sims 4, literally.
No, literally. And like, I think that like with that, like not being online in that sense, like playing like Dressed to Impress with my baddies,
Which I need to play.
Unfortunately,
yeah.
real bad. Like I know that we would eat.
That would literally take, and yeah, no, exactly.
Anyways,
exactly.
so I haven't like I don't know how to like really play Roblox, and I've never played it, but I know that like we're missing a big cultural moment.
No, genuinely.
Not playing Roblox.
Which is fine because, you know, in the like the ebb and flow of like how the world is supposed to go, like there comes a time when we have to be mindful and understand that like, you know, we're taking a step out. I also saw this TikTok of this person being like, it's just crazy because eventually like Gen Alpha is going to be making fun of us. Like we're making fun of millennials.
Yeah.
And the one thing I'll say about that is like, you know, I saw that TikTok and I literally was sitting in my bed like, wow, it's coming. Like it's coming to where I'm literally on TikTok and I couldn't translate. Like I literally was like, I don't know what this means. Like this is like what they've been talking about. But I will say like, y'all can never make me hate ageism. And I'm like this once again, let me get up on a soapbox and like, guys, we all have to start this movement if we want it to work. Y'all never make me hate ageism, because here's the thing is like, at the end of the day, I've come to the realization that like, everything is an experience like everyone is gonna have. Like I feel like sometimes millennials will be like there's a certain kind of defensiveness that comes with like the aging process.
Yeah.
When for me, I'm like the time, like when I'm humbled to where I'm talking to a Gen Alpha and they're literally like, okay, old ass fucking 27-year-old bitch, like you're old. I like don't even have to like say anything because I'm like, and I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. You're gonna turn 27 too.
You're gonna turn 27 too. Also, one of us got to see One Direction live, and the other didn't.
One of us got to see One Direction live.
Sorry.
And that's like Tiaka.
Me, I'm like,
no,
sorry.
and that's you should say it. But I'm also just like, within the context of like our generational battles, I'm like, it ends here because I'm coming to the realization that like, everyone has the same exact experience.
For sure.
Yeah, and we were also the ones who were like, nee, haha, like you're fucking old. And now I'm like,
Yeah, it's okay. And I feel like our like generational like things that are gonna age. Literally the other day, like I was so like I said this so dead ass, like telling my friend something, and I was like, "Girl, you just got to do it for the Vine." Ooh. And I literally said, "Girl, you just got to do it for the Vine." And then I literally stopped myself, clamped my tongue, shoved it down my throat, and swallowed it for the rest of the night.
No, because that was archival.
I was literally like,
do it for the Vine. Okay, but for the right bitches though, I would have been like, no, exactly.
like you get
like,
what I mean. Like I was
Vine.
like, guys, you have to do it.
Me checking my bangs in the middle of the pod. Sorry.
No, I live. They look so good.
Thanks.
But I was like, do it for the gram. Which is
and
even
honestly,
older.
fuck it, do it for the Vine.
Do it for the Vine.
But like, do it for the Vine is definitely like gonna be like one of those like Gen Z cringe things. You know what I mean? Where it's
no,
like,
that's
girl.
what I mean. Like it's giving. Or whatever the fuck millennials do.
I don't know if I like. Yeah, no,
or
real bad.
guys, I did a thing. Oh, that one's really fucking bad. Like when people say that, I'm literally like,
is that even us though?
no, that's millennial.
That's millennial. Yeah. Period.
Yeah, no.
But if you're a millennial, I'm like, guys, like we love y'all. I'm just like stand tall in your truth because that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Because we all gonna be 30 someday.
Because we all said, let's do it for the Vine. Everyone's like, girl, what?
I'm like, girl, do it for the Vin. Like, I don't know.
do
like,
it for the Vin. I'm like, listen.
like, shut the hell up.
Like MAGCON, y'all just had to be there.
No, like MAGCON? Bro, I was just talking about this in the car the other day. Miss MAGCON.
Miss MAGCON?
You bitches weren't even there. You bitches weren't even there.
Here's the thing, like, I'm not gonna claim too hard because I was there adjacently. Like, I didn't start even, like, I was one of those people who was just so tortured, so miserable, and literally was like, oh my God, like, how could you spend money on, like, these boys who literally, what do they even do when you go to the...
What do they even do?
To the hotel center. It don't matter.
Have you on the hotel center?
To the hotel lobby.
No,
literally booking out the hotel lobbies and performing in there. Performing what?
Question mark.
Performing question mark.
Oh my God.
I started to stan the MAGCON boys, like, their last 2 years alive. Like, Nash had pretty much already left. Nash was my favorite.
And you bitches weren't even there for no hair on your legs gate.
Okay.
That shit was
literally tea.
That's when we all used to be unified. Like, and here's the thing, right? Is like, which y'all, and everybody who watches us, like, I'm pretty sure our demographic is like our age. So like, we can key about this. But if you're younger than us, like, back in the day, babe, like, and I don't even know how y'all are gonna do growing up on TikTok. Like, as a 25-year-old, like, I'm literally like, like, stop, enough. But like, TikTok is like so sinister that your algorithm will literally be like, you're a 25-year-old girl with this haircut, with this da-da-da-da-da, so here's content for you page. Vine back in the day, babe, like, that was like the equivalent of mass media. Like, everyone was seeing the same 25 fucking Vines because the algorithm was literally like, you guys are all a white guy who's 16 in Ohio. I don't want to hear it. And we were like, period. So MAGCON Tina was like, everybody was like, now you could literally go on TikTok and find like, not even joking, probably 100,000 boys of like the same variant, like, making content. But back in the day, MAGCON was like, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who do you want? Nash Greer? Do you want Cameron Dallas? Do you want Carter Reynolds? Like, do you want Matthew Espinosa?
Do you want Matthew Espinosa?
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just giving like, you have 9 options,
girl,
and you can all fight for them at the Hyatt Regency.
At the Hyatt Regency,
like,
in
the
Orange County. Literally in Orange County, mama. Because let me tell you, this is what happened. For me, in high school, I was very annoying in the sense that, like, I was like, yeah, I listened to like Tyler the Creator, I like Virgo Records, like, I listened to The Garden, like Cherry Glazer, like, that was my tea. Like, I was like an all indie bitch down to the motherfucking ground. Like, I literally had an undercut.
Absolutely.
And I literally had an undercut and blue fucking aqua blue marine hair. Like,
Manic Panic.
Don't even worry, guys. Like, my shit was literally cooked alternative, like, literally every day crisping. Actually, my hair looked so good, but for me crisping it down, like, it actually was so, like, I wish my hair would be that straight now. Anyways, that's neither here nor there, because my senior year in high school, they came out on Netflix with the MAGCON docuseries. Did you watch it?
I don't think I ever watched it.
Clock this fucking tea. So, like, in 2015, 16, they come out with the MAGCON docuseries. I watched it with my best friends, Emma and Madison. Shout out. And we watched it. They're our age, obviously.
Right.
So we're watching it and we're seeing like these little girls like going in. This is so anti, like this. No, this
but I already
thought
know what you're
process
say.
was like so anti-girl. So like know that like I don't feel this way now.
Yeah.
But we literally were watching like these 12-year-old little girls like go talk to these guys, and we were like, bro, if we were to go to MAGCON and literally just stand in the back, act like fucking like we're too cool for this shit, like whatever.
Very YN,
but literally made like mild eye contact.
It's over.
One of us would have been like on the tour bus.
And you should say it.
Which on the docuseries, there's an episode where Cameron brings a girl onto the bus. So like the guy who was, do you know the name of that guy who was like kind of their producer?
Girl,
do you know what I'm talking about with the
Cowell,
glasses? Anyways, he was like kind of like their producer. He was a really nice guy. He was their videographer too. He like did a lot of, I can't remember his names. Anyways, they would like pray before like every MAGCon. Yeah, they were like kind of like Christian boy a little. Oh my God. You know, girl, they were doing like Psalms.
2014,
Core. But like literally being like, girl, come on the bus.
No, they were doing that, but then no,
so
I can't talk about that.
Anyways, girl. So anyways, their mentor was like, Cameron invited a girl on the bus and the mentor was like, bro, like you can't be having girls on this bus. And Cameron was like, no, it's fine. Like whatever. And he was like, no, like you literally can't have like a girl on a bus. Like that's not cool. And he had to like kick that girl off the bus and stuff. And he was like, dude, we were literally just talking. Like we didn't even do anything. Like we were literally just talking on the bus. And he was like, bro, I don't care. You can't have her on the bus.
No, like 16 years old.
And I literally was like, guys, one of us would have been going on the bus.
No, and you should say it.
The realty, our girl Madison was literally gorge Tina Turner.
Yeah.
And if one of us was gonna pull, she literally got a Luke Hemmings follow. No post about him. Literally, he just followed her ass. Like, girl, she would eat at the event. She would see, what's the sunset? Something sunset. These boys, these other variant of boys. There's so many,
girl,
like,
what
you know those, like, variant of, like, MAGCON boys that were, like, on Vine?
Yes.
She would, like, go see them live, and they would literally be like, and who are you?
No,
and I was like, girl, if we went to MAGCON,
it would have been over.
It would have been wrapped in a fucking, literally wrapped up in a flour tortilla, babe. Like,
and I literally am saying, you should say it because here's the tea too. You guys just had to fucking be there.
You had to be there because they were running their shit fucking ghetto-tronics.
Okay, well, also it was giving like that MAGCON. Okay, MAGCON and every single like preteen boy thinking that they could be fucking popular was on the back of like One Direction. And one thing about One Direction, when we were growing up with 1D and we were the ones who were 15, 14, like the little girls in the fucking dock, like, oh my God, we love you. Babe, I used to literally be watching that shit like, and if God himself gave me a +4 year age upper, I would have you bitches sick the fuck down. House. Like, when I was a kid, I was always like, girl, the ones who are their age, like, y'all are tearing so bad because that's, like, the thing, you know? So when MAGCON came out, it was giving, like, we're the same age.
We're here.
Stand toe-to-toe, bitch. Let's see what the fuck going on.
Oh, my God. For Nash Greer, and this is when he first started dating Taylor or it was rumored he was, like, dating Taylor at the time. Like his now wife.
Have they been together that long?
Yes. And I was down as hell for him because I was like, oh, you like black girls?
T.
And there was this really cute picture of them on the subway.
Wait, cute.
Like, and I just remember seeing that picture and I was like, Nash. That Ash. Nash, that Ash. Like, Cam Zamn. Like,
no,
literally.
real bad, and you should say it. I was never a Nash girly, but like, you know, we live for the redemption arc.
I was like Nash and Matthew Espinosa. I thought he was so, I don't know why I thought he was so cute.
Matthew Espinosa?
He was so cute.
Well, because he was giving the girls personality. Like, he was tea.
He was. And he had that, I remember he came out with this movie. It was like, where he was like, guys, Wattpad, you will be dealt with.
No, you will be dealt with.
Be dealt with.
Absolutely.
Because production companies literally were like,
print that out.
What did Sarah 8198, right? Like, because literally there was this movie where this girl who worked at a pizza shop was coming, she was like getting gas, and this pop star who ran away was like, had like literally gotten stranded at this gas station. She had to like drive him. He was like, you don't know who I am? And she was like, no, like, who the F are you? Like, I literally listened to like Arctic Monkeys, like, shut up. And that was like the whole movie was like
that's
her
me.
like not giving an F that he was a star.
No,
and him
that's
being
me.
like, she's different. And I was like,
I mean, that's the trope, Tina. Like, pull the book out at the concert. Fuck it. Like, guess we both ain't shit. No.
Like, y'all ate that bad as hell. Like, literally munch, crunch. Like, y'all ate that so bad.
And you know what? And I'm about to make a sick, nasty transition to bring us back down to the reality.
Yes.
No. Don't apologize, because just like the feeling of even talking about that era be literally having me like one of those like dolls where you like rank them up and they spin in the air and they like fly. I'm like, guys, because wow, what a time to be alive. Before the cold, harsh reality
of doing it
set in, and I'm literally like, I'm only where my feet are. Though.
No,
I'm only where my feet are.
I can't even do it for the Vine.
I can't even do it for, well, guys, and it's been, huh? How's it been? Does anyone want to know? Like, I don't know. It's been fucking awky. No?
Oh.
It's been a little octina.
Octastic.
For like for a reason. Everything for a reason. Okay, let me also say, okay. Hold on. The ADHD is cooking. Like I literally just had 5 thoughts at the same time. I'm gonna follow this one. Before we get into like the weekly like HO fucking H meeting, like, oh my God, that was Big Brother. I meant to say HOA.
That's okay.
Accidentally said head of household. Y'all, Big Brother's so good.
Let's bring head of household
But
in
anyway,
here. That
no,
makes
like
sense.
head of households.
Okay,
period.
Because the
you like no
neighborhood,
period.
the house.
What I meant was more of a neighborhood meeting, like a real quick, like whatever before we have our weekly key. Like by the time, guys, the ADHD is really cooking. Like I actually just thought of 6 things to say at the same time. Let me say this before we start talking. Okay, we have officially opened up our Patreon. We've heard your cries. We've heard the screams. We've heard the cries. This is how this is gonna go. This is what we know right now. Obviously, we gonna come up in here and we're gonna key, and we're gonna spill. But sometimes the spill like overfloweth, and we be like cutting it, at the time that we have per week, per capita. So basically, for the Patreon, what we're gonna do is like have a little, take a little bit of those extra trimmings and just throw them in the Patreon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so we'll have like an overflow. Like we'll probably talk for an hour here, and then like the extra like 30, maybe even 40, depending on the tea spill, will go into the overflow Patreon.
Yeah, so that's what we're giving once a month, maybe twice. We're still cooking on the details.
Yeah, we're still cooking and like
and we'll figure it out. But I'm saying that because with that comes
we're literally the tea that's actually gonna be spilled in Patreon. Y'all finna maybe look at us different.
Yeah, like what it's really giving is like we're finna obviously do what we always do, and we're gonna talk about what we talk about because at the end of the day it's accessibility teas. But there are just some things that are like I can write this on a piece, like I can write this on a post-it, and then there are some things that are like I need to write this like with at least like a little Barbie like key lock on that shit, like just real quick. And I'm only saying that because we're about to go into the talkings of this week, and like shit has been going off, and there are just some things for me. I'm not gonna speak for you, but like for me, what it's giving is some of the details of this are just gonna have to go in the overflow because personally,
they're too specific.
No,
they're too specific. And if the certain people that we're referring to see this episode, we're literally
it's just like not even fair.
It's not
like,
even fair. It's not funny. It's literally gonna not be funny because I'm gonna get charges. I'm gonna literally catch cases and charges, and I can't do that.
And it's just like there's some things too. Like for me, at least, it just gives like there's some things to which it's like personally. If I was like a man, for example, that dealt with me, and like if I was dealing with a man who had a podcast and I like saw him or like had an encounter or something, I would literally be like 2 headphones deep, like lights off, listening to the podcast, like what the fuck is going on, which, we have nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? We have nothing to hide. Allegedly. But there are some things that like I would prefer. Like you had to like at least open another tab because it's just not even fair to say it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Well, more importantly, I'm like, girl, if I ever want to stand a chance of meeting someone ever, girl, this is going behind the paywall. Like whatever.
So like no shade. And we're gonna make it like accessible and like it's at the end of the day, it's not about like, oh, you have to like pay for this content, but it's genuinely just giving like in the spirit of the First Amendment, like there are just some things that would like help me sleep at night a little bit better if they weren't just like public as fuck.
Yeah, like unloaded the clip behind the wall, and then like if someone subscribed, that I was like, but not
then
you.
I'm like,
I'm like, I don't want your money.
Yeah, like hella that.
I got this just for you. Keep your money, like not you.
Yeah,
anyways,
just letting y'all know before I get into like the docket of what I came to talk about. Like if some things are, Anyways. So that's our announcement. If you want to go there, you can. If not, you don't have to. Like, girl,
it's no pressure.
We're
still gonna key bad here.
No, we're still gonna key hella bad. But it's just on my conscience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like whatever.
Yeah.
With that being said, the voice crack. With that being said, first things first this week, bro. If you're, I don't want to make it gender inclusive. Let me say this. I just don't know where y'all get off, like not having a birthday post for your birthday at your birthday party on your Instagram. I'll say this. If I like meet you out in public and I'm just trying to like see something or I'm just like interested in the the cuckoo, some might say.
Where are you bringing this? I feel what you're saying.
Why the fuck Am I on your Instagram on my hands and fucking knees, bro?
Trying to find your birthday so I can literally
run a
plug that shit
pattern.
into the pattern app or CoStar. Motherfucker, like, stop.
No, like, motherfucker. Like, what are we
Like,
talking about?
Girl, stop trying to make me get harassment charges because your ass doesn't have a public ass birthday post. Like, grow the fuck up.
Grow the fuck up. And I'm also say this. Some people might be like, oh my God, like, that's like, but you did. Here's the thing, though. I ain't saying astrology is like law. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying necessarily that I would like run our pattern and then be like, ugh, I can't even fuck with you, like whatever. But what I am saying, is like
okay.
a pattern. Personally, specifically the pattern app for the astrology girlies, like Dom put me on, I can only help but put y'all on. Like, okay, CoStar is cute to be like, oh, you should wear pink today, like whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Pattern is cute to be like.
Is cute to literally be like, yeah. And so when he was approximately 7 years old, his mother and father left him behind in a gas station.
Yeah.
And that's why when you had that fight on July 23rd, that was from that day he was left at the gas station.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
he's battling those internal wounds.
Exactly.
But when your family yelled at you at Disneyland when you were 8 years old, that's the reason
Put a pin
why.
on that. Put a pin on that. I just remembered something. Yeah. No, and exactly. It's just like, if you want to be like fucking for real, like download pattern and don't tell them we sent you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just
No,
like
for
sick
real.
because I'm like, okay, so now I look stupid because you turned the flashlight on when I'm literally dressed like a burglar. And I'm like, this could have been dealt with real motherfucking quick if you would, because here's the thing, right? And here's the other thing. Nowadays, because this is why this shit got to go on the paywall, but whatever. Nowadays, it is not enough I'll put this on me. It ain't enough for me to just be like, yeah, I'm a Gemini. Okay.
Gemini what? Aries, Leo?
No, like, thank you.
Like,
Number one, where were you born?
I'm like,
Number two,
Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius? Yeah, I'm
'Cause
literally
these
going to
things
have to
make-
stab you with a knife.
yeah,
Like,
these
what?
things make a difference. And it's just like, okay, y'all can be outside, like, like, okay, I'm a Cancer, I'm a Taurus. Okay, I need your birthday. I need the hospital you were born at. And we can cut the shit right now. We can cut the shit right now. Okay? Because if pattern's literally like, oh my God, don't go there, like, da-da-da. Listen, you can, wax on, wax off, like, try to, like, make that shit, like, sparkly brand new. But I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, pattern has never fucking lied to me. Even when I didn't want it to be true, like, I've literally been like, no, like, I'm really fucking with the baby.
Real bad.
Baby.
And what's so crazy, too, is you can see when, like, so say someone's going through it, right? Like, let's say, like, they'll be like, dealing with like healing from past trauma. We'll be like, say you run
One
a
of the
pattern
patterns, yeah.
with someone and you could like see what kind of like pattern cycle they're in, and it'll be like healing from past trauma. And they'll be like, if you're like not in a relationship with this person, don't get into one. Like, they're dealing with things. Like, if that's your current partner, like, know that they need extra support, like whatever, XYZ, TB fucking H.
TB fucking H, like for TBH.
Like, literally like for TBH. True as fuck. Okay. Rerun that shit maybe 8 months later,
Yeah.
right? Rerun that shit 8 months later. It'll literally be like, oh yeah, they're out of that cycle now. Now they're in new beginnings and open to life. So they'll be like,
Yeah.
if you like just met this person, like this could be a good person to like have for like a lifelong partner. Or, like, you guys are very aligned here, like XYZ. And it's just again like, oh, so now they're T.
No, like, give me my money.
Give me my money.
Like, what the fuck?
So yeah. All that to say, like, CoStar literally be talking, pattern literally be talking shiitake mushroom.
No, like shiitake mushroom. And so I'm just like, personally for me, I do dabble in a pattern. I do dabble in I need your birthday. And so it's just like, when you're going through Instagram and like trying to find the like, hey, I got one, 24 today. Hey, thank y'all, big ups, like da-da-da-da-da. I do that because I'm mindful. I'm mindful of social media. I'm mindful of why I exist within the context of.
All of which that came before me.
And if y'all want to see if we key, I just left you a little crumbtina. I think I left two.
And now I'm the bad guy because I have to fucking go on Facebook.
And
Go on your mama's page.
No, and it's crazy.
And literally
it's
be
crazy.
like, oh my gosh, when you were literally born at Barnesdale Hospital,
Thank you.
in freaking Kentucky, like
And
that
that's
was the best day of my life. Girl, why am I on your mama's page? Stop.
No, and that's the thing is like I personally, and I respect that hustle. This ain't you, this is me. That, like, I be acting like drawing that line, like, makes more sense in the idea of, like, sanity. Like, I'm exactly where you're at mentally, but I be too scared to go on the Facebook because then I'm like, damn, bitch, like, I'm literally in old news clippings. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is actually, like,
Girl,
personally.
That is literally on, like, old school Dom. Because
no, but that's real though.
That's real.
If you want the
that's
answers,
real. But on law of detachment,
right?
If you want it, if you build it, they will come. Okay, if you build it, they will come. So in the past, I used to literally be like, "In your grandma's obituary, I'm so sorry for your loss."
Yeah.
No longer do those shackles hold me. No longer do those shackles hold me. I run my shit. If you build it, they will come.
And those shackles don't hold me either. It's just like I definitely like still have an ankle monitor on. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm definitely like still on probation.
Like only 500 feet away from the house. That's fine. Me too in different. Let's not act like I'm evolved Tina because
well, we're
guys,
growing. We're growing.
Well, actually, and you know what?
We're growing.
I need to write that down because I do have to spill that tea on the Patreonautics because I actually can't say that or that's gonna dox me like insanely.
No, insanatron.
Like,
but just
really bad.
just know, and also that begs to. I was also like small thought about this when I was thinking about what to say today. I'm like, it's just crazy too because social media is like actually like fucking scary. Like not to be that girl, but I'm like, I went out the other night with some homies. We were outside. I saw this guy that I was like, oh my God, he looks so familiar. Brain blast. Okay, you work at this spot. Like I remember whatever. Funny thing. I've already been on your Instagram. That is like, okay.
Where we went, okay.
That is like, okay. That's like, okay, you know, within the context of like my girlhood, like rose colored glasses on, I'm like, period. But sometimes I really just think about like how actually like sinister social media is because I'm like, I saw this person at their job. The context being like, my friend was oh, you're bad.
Exactly.
Like, da-da-da-da-da.
I know the exact freaking person and the exact place that you're talking about. We didn't even have to talk about it.
No, and it's like, we went, my friend was like, oh my God, he's so cute, whatever. And I was like, girl, I'm sure I could find his Instagram, period. Fuck the noise. If you're a girl, like we literally should, if whatever. Y'all just know that we have coding backgrounds. So I was like, girl, I'm gonna find his Instagram. Fuck it. Let's run it. Go home. Thought it was gonna be a lot easier than it was. Ended up having to literally go through, you know, the whole process. Like I don't have to explain, we're in a safe space. Had to go through the whole process and like found his Instagram, found out he had a girlfriend, found out all these things reporting back. Yeah, he has a girlfriend, Oh my God. That's so fucking scary. That's like actually like scary.
Do you know what I think about too? I wonder how many people do that for like us. Do you ever think that?
I did have the thought when we were at the bar the other day, I had the thought of like, because one thing about us is like, if you're bad and you walk by us, like, and you just like are aware of your surroundings, you would know because you'll literally walk by and we'll be like, damn, that's fucking crazy. Or we'll be like, like that's the usual go-to.
No,
like,
we're literally like the SpongeBob style where it's like,
no, literally like if you're bad, we're hella about to be like, ugh, like what the fuck?
No,
like,
we're literally like, they're literally smelly, stinky,
or
nasty.
Like, and I'm edging this, so not too much on this because this is CIA information. But like thinking about this person that a while ago, Dom like saw in public, and then literally we had a FaceTime key about it the next day because he was just so bad that I guess the whole town had to know. Like sometimes I'm like, damn, I hope people do that for me sometimes.
No, that's what I mean. Like
when I at least when I think I'm cooking.
Like at least when I think I'm cooking, I want to like believe that like people are like, God damn.
Yeah, hopefully,
you know
like literally, hopefully, like I'm like,
but like we found out through insider trading locally sourced, nowhere, not saying this is like close to us, but locally sourced, that like men literally don't talk to each other, I think it's madness.
They
They
don't talk to each other. It's like actually
like
fucking
madness,
crazy.
Madness. There is just like this thing that we're talking to a friend and we were just trying to figure a situation, like just something.
See, this is why we're like literally sitting on the gate of like, guys, and I'm sorry, like you might have to literally give us like a shekel to hear this because I'm like,
we'll give you
we're telling it carefully.
but,
we're telling it carefully.
Pretty much, we just had to like figure out a situation.
Yeah.
And we had a guy friend who knew this person.
Yeah.
So we were like, hey, can you just ask them about said situation?
Yeah.
You know, just trying to get the tea on like locally sourced information.
Locally sourced.
This fool, it's been what now? Almost 2-3 weeks?
Well, it's definitely been like a week and a half.
Okay,
but
sorry.
within
I'm
the
like
context
2-3
of,
weeks.
I'm like, we're talking about the same thing,
Yes,
right? You're
yes,
just tearing
yes,
at the telling. Okay, love.
Okay, so now we're sitting here like, mama, you're here. You guys hang out often and you still don't know the
And
tea?
nobody like what do men talk about?
What do men literally talk about when y'all go golfing for 9 hours?
And it's just crazy because
I'm very
like
serious. Like
it's
insane. Like girls, literally, we have like a NATO meeting. We have the
NATO
UN,
meeting. Just know that
landscaping. Like
no,
girl.
literally, just know that if we literally like even think that you are bad, if we even like literally look at you and go, oh my God, your shirt's like really fucking cute, by 9 a.m. the next morning, we've already sat down all of our frozen chosen, signed contracts, talked about legislation, like we are already in this bitch.
Finna get crunk. Stop.
Eyebrows on fleek.
The fuck?
No, like literally the fuck.
Like I swear to God, because that shit literally, I forgot that like people move like that. Like that shit pisses me off bad as hell.
Because we also quite literally have no straight male friends. Like we have no idea what is going on like in Kenland.
I can count them on my hand.
And I'm just like sick that every time I get like a peek into the fucking, I'm like, are you guys like what? And that's why
they literally talk about like ooga booga. Like
no,
I'm
genuinely like, so y'all just like sit in silence. Like I don't even understand.
They talk about literally ooga booga and Call of Duty. I swear to God, like
it's actually like sinister. It like makes me sick.
It makes me sick. I'm like, no wonder you guys literally punch holes in the wall. Y'all don't talk about anything.
Y'all don't talk about anything.
Like
babe.
I'm just like, girl, we literally all day long are like,
yeah. I'm like, I've already spun out about what y'all haven't talked about for 6 weeks. Like literally the next day, I've already journaled about it. I've already spun out on the phone with 3 friends. I've already like literally ate like an almond that my mom told me would like make me not spin out anymore. Like I've already done the fucking work. And they literally don't do it.
Oh my God.
It's like maddening.
It's literally hashtag fucking madness. It's hashtag madness. That's
hashtag
literally
madness.
Like hashtag madness. Like, girl, be so fucking for real. Like,
just talk about things.
Literally grow up. Like, I'm just like, I'm the CEO of like, girl, just literally talk about it when you literally hang out for 9 hours doing whatever the fuck y'all do. I don't know.
They're
but
just genuinely like so much like simpler. And that's why
like
I'm
when
like,
y'all are literally DJing for 6 hours, y'all are it's just music. Like,
and I'm like, and I will take it if y'all were DJing. It's even worse when y'all ain't even doing shit.
That's what I mean. But I'm just even like golf, like what, like y'all like, or just pick a basketball game, or y'all literally go to fucking Wingstop. I don't give a shit.
No, they literally just play and eat wing. Like that's what they do.
No,
like Ken's just beach.
No,
like,
they're
just
literally
beach.
just beach and like NFL draft, I guess. But
like it's
just madness. It's madness.
It's madness.
I'll literally be like, okay, guys, so let's watch Love Is Blind. Did we even watch Love Is Blind?
Did we watch Love Is Blind, or did we sit here and talk about all of you and your friends and your mamas?
And your mamas. Babe, Love Is Blind UK. You guys, if you are watching, just know that the finales are about to come out soon. So maybe we'll have time to... Well, actually, we probably won't. But I was going to say, I'm like, by the time this goes up, it might be like...
Yeah,
old news.
up in the air.
But, y'all... That show made me believe in love again.
T.
Swear.
You know the UK don't play.
Swear to fucking God, them niggas are jolly old chaps. Like, they're literally so proper and so correct. Like, I was literally like, the US is so ghetto latronics. Like, the people who literally go on there are like, yeah, like, fuck it, guess we both ain't shit.
Yeah, literally. Actually.
The people in Love is Blind UK, first off, about all of them could get scouted onto Love Island. So casting directors don't know what that's about. Part 2 to that, they all dress normal as fuck, like literally dress bad as hell. First off, so I literally was watching it like, fuck it, guess we both ain't shit.
No,
like why
literally.
are y'all bad? Why y'all bad? Why y'all dress bad as hell? The girls tea as hell, like literally like Hailey Bieber fucking like slick back bun, and like a golden hoop and like just tea, like literally tea ass bitches on there. Okay, period. Then y'all about to fall in love for real? Girl,
because you
then
don't
y'all
play about
about
love.
to literally stand the trials and tribulations of love. Actually, besides one couple, and y'all know who the fuck that is. Fuck the noise, but that's neither here nor there. And that's
the UK don't play about love. The UK
they don't play about love. But
and
I watched that
played.
shit and I literally was like, wait, I'm gonna fall in love again. Like actual core. Like my Venus literally is like period. My Venus in Aquarius, like girl, you don't mean that, but
your Venus is in Aquarius?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Do you know?
Just like detachment. Literally detached from love, actually.
Guys,
sadly.
I'm like, and
but that's neither here nor there because the most important thing is the fact that fuck it,
bro, I've literally been, oh my God, like guys, enough. And I come to you as like, as a woman who is currently dissecting the patriarchy out of my body, like operation style, like I'm literally cutting it out because I feel sick even saying it for real. But the yearning that has been taking place the last like couple weeks, like genuinely, maybe I need to literally look at the placement of the fucking planets or something. But it's been
this Mercury Gatorade has been really bad.
I'm like, well, and the Mercury Gatorade, like I'm like, girl, and I hope that shit takes it off my body. But I'm literally like, I come to y'all as a humble, like, fucking Cancer Venus. Cancer Venus with Venus in my first house. And I'm literally like, okay. Guess we both ain't shit.
Well, I mean, that's Realica, Tealica. And you're valid for that. Like, I think you are very valid for that.
Me like, no, but it comes to a point, we come to this place and it's just like.
We come to this place for magic.
What the fuck do y'all want? Also, Dom and I both just got readings from our tarot reader and like.
We'll spill that in Patreon.
Our diva, though, just know that she literally be tearing so insanely, like in a way that's like
scary.
Yeah, like she'll literally be like, and who's this person who has like a red shirt and black hair and blue eyes and like a freckle on his left cheek and he's from like Wisconsin? And I'm like, oh yeah, I do know them.
Yeah, exactly, Lena. So that was scary.
But that was scary. I said that too because she was like, there's like a relationship here, which. If y'all know, I've said it after every single reading. This woman, every single time I get a reading, like she'll literally be like, girl, relationship on hold. Like I always get the lover's card reversed. And you know what? She be doubling as a therapist because every time she's like, girl, why are you like self-sabotaging? Like, what's up? And I'm like, no, I'm not. Literally, no, I'm not. Like, don't say that. No, I'm literally like, don't say that. Like, that's not true.
Yeah.
And this time she literally was like, girl, you got to go for the gold. I'm like, but here's the thing.
She's going
Guess we
the
both
distance.
ain't shit.
Girl, bye.
Guess we both ain't shit.
She's going the distance. She's going for speed. That's okay.
I'm also realizing that like us and our whole friend group is hella. I mean, I've known this, but like whatever. Bringing it up now for some reason. Us and our whole friend group, like we're all hella single core. Like Dom and I and like all of our friends are like very single core. And I'm just like, bro, the day when we're all like like in relationships, like I have friends getting married. What does that even look like?
I literally have friends getting married right now.
And I'm like, so.
And they're like the first etchings of friends getting married. And I'm like, y'all are literally about to have me sick as hell.
Because there's like, it's also like, there's something cultural, you know what I mean, about like people in friend groups that are used to like their friends being in relationships or like used to being in relationships at the same time. Like it's just like a different like culture.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And like
sure.
just a different way of like living and shit. So I'm literally like, when we like the other day I was telling Lizzie, my roommate Lizzie, shout out Lizzie. I was like, oh my God, like it's going to be so crazy when we're all like in relationships at the same time. And she goes, you think that's going to happen? I was like, no, clock that. Clock that. Because so far it's given like one at a time. Like we literally give like one person and then they come back and then we give like another one and then they come back. Like,
literally.
It's
We're
very
like,
that.
okay, girl, get ready.
No, like literally. So I'm like, so we all finna sit like eventually. Like, what is that even? Like,
Yeah,
we're all gonna be
like,
sitting at the dinner table with like our partner behind it. Like, I just like don't even understand like
heavy on behind us. I'm like, girl,
what that looks like.
I'm like, girl, don't even clock in for real. Bad. For real bad.
That's like crazy.
Yeah. But honestly, yeah. But one of our friends,
One of our divas,
is cooking real hard.
real tea, and that shit has literally been having
And
me like,
she's like
whoa.
literally Mother Goose of our like.
No, like send her off type shit.
Literally, that's our
being
Mother
like,
Goose who's locking it down, which is crazy. But
yeah, and it just like even that has me like just a whole. Well, also we've had a couple homies in the last like couple months like do their relationship, do they big one type shit, and it's just crazy because every time I'm like, whoa, like this is fully something that's happening.
So true.
You know,
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
something that happens, but we've just never caught it where like any of us are like in a relationship at the same time. And so I'm just like really curious to see like what that's gonna be like.
Would be like. Yeah, that's interesting.
Because that's kind of a gag.
That is true.
And like I look at other like friend groups where like all of the girlies will be like in relationships or like they're all so used to each other being in relationships and just like the culture is just different. Like there's like a difference in like vibe for sure.
Or just even like the double dates of it all.
Yeah,
I'm like that is one of my other friend groups that like I feel like they're pretty like separate from like our friend group. Like two of them, one of them's engaged, one of them is like locked in, ain't no switching up. The other one just got a boyfriend. And then there's only two of us in that friend group who are like holding it down, like single, like no chance. There's like, you know.
Well, don't say no chance.
Well, no, not no chance, but like as of right now, like we're both like locked in, arm in arm, like.
Yeah, no, totally.
Like we're literally at the kids' table, like. No, I'm like, no, tell me about how he did your laundry. That sounds really nice.
No, literally. Me like that does sound nice. Actually,
I really like that for you. That sounds so nice. Awesome. That is so cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's super cool, super rock on. Awesome. But yeah, I mean, I think it's nice too when people have like all of those people, like their significant others are super nice and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is so nice. Like
totally.
Literally so nice to have. Cause
I've only ever had one experience where like, and again, one person at a time. Like it's genuinely never been like whatever. So like when it's one person at a time, it's like interesting because it kind of like gets like, what's the word? Like, for example, like with this example, I was going to bring up like, I've only ever had one friend where like the boyfriend and I at first like didn't really super gel. Like we were just like hella different people. And like even then just because it was one person at a time, like they were off doing their own thing. So I saw him maybe like once, twice, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, you know what I mean? Like that vibe. So it wasn't even tea like that. But I mean, our friends are like nice little angel fucking babies. Sure. So they always get angel baby guys.
When I will say though, if I don't like someone's partner, that usually, unfortunately, and it is if we're all allowed to have one toxic trait, then I'm claiming this one as mine. I was watching Love is Blind and I literally was saying that. If I don't like your partner, I will not like them. I'm not gonna fucking pretend while they sit here and fucking disrespect your ass. Like, I'm sorry. There's some people who literally be with disrespectful ass fucking people. Or how the relationship came about was literally mad fucking disrespectful. And I'm so sorry, but like morally, I literally can't watch that shit go down and literally not bring out like fist number 1 and fist number 2 like behind closed doors. That's fucking crazy. I'm literally Solange in the elevator with Jay-Z, bitch. That is who I am. When the fucking put your fucking paws up.
And that's tea.
Put your fucking paws. Speaking of putting your paws up so fast.
Please.
I went out this weekend for the, Ethan had a party.
Ethan,
Shout out Ethan, we love you so much. He had a party, and it's like a new one called As If.
T.
It was at High Tops, the queer bar, and they have one in Los Feliz and one on like West Hollywood. But the one in Los Feliz, Q went with me. Mama, there was trade. There was trade. There was really, really tea-ass trade there. Okay, period. So tea-ass trade, strike one.
Strike one.
Strike one.
Strike one.
Strike two, Lady Gaga's greatest fucking hits. Put your paws up. Literally had divas, I want your lovin', I want your... Doing the full blown tea, because you know how our divas get down.
That's my dream.
That was, I literally was living my dream.
That's my dream.
We need to go to the next one.
No, I'm so down.
We literally clocked in for 2 hours, was only going to clock in for 30, clocked in for 2, and actually had the best time ever, dripping sweat, gorgeous ass night.
Love.
Tea literally tea and trade surrounding us. And it was just like nothing I've ever seen before with my own 2 eyes.
No, and that's real, because when you get that high, you should chase it. I have a thesis. I think I already told you this. I have been realizing, for me, here's how my avoidance comes out. And not too much, because Dom's literally about to be like, you dumb bitch, like I know this. I will literally meet somebody and be like, oh, you're cute. And then I'll go home, start the clock, give me maybe 20 minutes, and I'll convince myself that A, you're not that cute, and B, like everybody's cute. Like there's so many cute people, like whatever, it doesn't even matter, like fuck it, like, you know, but guess we both ain't shit. When we went out the other night, I'm not gonna say the name of the bar because it's no shade to that bar, but also it would sound like shade. When we went out the other night to this bar that was just giving like, you could pretend we're normal people. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just giving very much normal people.
Yeah.
No shade. It was just giving normal people. I like have these moments of realization of like, oh, like, not that not everyone's hot, because everyone is hot and everyone's like gorgeous and everyone's beautiful and like I love everyone, but like just that not everyone is like attractive to me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Which
course.
is the tea. But again, I literally got home from the bar and I was like, if you're on my Instagram and I thought you were bad and you thought you were safe, never mind, no, you're not. Because I just remembered that I'm literally attracted to 1 in every like 25 people. And every time I am attracted to them, like I literally be like, nah, like it's not even tea, like they're not even that cute, like da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And then I step out on the range and I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys don't even have earring.
Illusion of choice, babe.
Explain.
The illusion of choice. Literally why Love is Blind UK made me believe in love again. It's the illusion that there's unlimited choices and it's nothing but an illusion. That's literally why we're fucking stuck and cooked as hell, literally getting boiled alive in this cesspool, bro. Because that's why people like attachment side, like even all that shit even exists. Because let's be real, you will probably meet, out of all the people I have dated, hooked up with, whatever, you name it, there have been 2 that literally have like, okay, you did a little dent in there. Like you really did an impact. That is how rare, good, real ass, like whether or not they ended up staying or leaving, but that is how rare. I have been on like probably 30 plus dates. Probably 30 dates. 2, I can literally sit here and I would be like, yeah, I dated them. I went on, yeah. That is the illusion of choice. And that is why people think, that is why I delete Hinge and Bumble every like 1 to 2 quarters or literally re-download that shit. Fuck it. Maybe I'll pay for the subscription this time. That is why when you find someone who's actually like healed, and how quick do they move? They're literally like, oh, you like me, I like you. They know that this is like actually like aligned and feels good. That's why they move quick. They are like, yeah, like we're down for each other. Like, let's do this. Babe, the people who are literally like, that noise that people make when they're like, hee-hawing,
Real.
because they literally think, same as me,
Same as me.
same as you, literally think they can go on an app and have unlimited choices, and then you literally get frustrated as hell when connection is so much more rare than we fucking realize.
Yeah.
If connection wasn't rare, then like we wouldn't even be, this shit wouldn't be
This wouldn't
billion-dollar
exist.
industry.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be like talking about this like every other podcast episode. Like, it's just like, I don't think people put enough value on how important and special connection is.
Tea.
And that is like the real tea, because I was literally watching Love is Blind UK. And there's some people who are bad as hell. And someone made a shady comment to someone, was like, oh, I don't think they would work in the real world. Like, just someone made a mean ass comment like that. And this person, historically, he even said, he was like, yeah, I'm someone who literally would go out, be like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like doing his thing. But he was
Hey,
like,
you
yeah,
used to
like,
fuck with my-
oh,
I don't care. Yeah, like,
yeah,
literally.
you know what I mean? But then he met someone who really actually like changed the way he viewed things. And there was like this girl who was like, no, she's gorgeous. Like back in the, like, if this wasn't in the experiment, I would literally like go for her.
Yeah.
And he was like, but this girl has taught me like what a special thing we have.
Yeah.
And I think that like that connection that they've made, that surpassed like seeing someone bad and being like, that's all you are. Like, you're bad, but
Yeah.
I got the real deal here.
Yeah.
It's like, girl, not only
That's
is
tea.
like, I don't know, I feel like I'm trying to like lock in with that.
And I think it's just like also one of those things where like, you know, we are also like I would say I'm gonna speak for you, but you can like clock me. I just feel like we're pretty like on top of our self-talk and like how that, you know, eats into the subconscious, etc. So a lot of the time the feeling is like abundance, like there's more, like da. And I'm seeing how it literally comes all the way back around, because I'm like, why? Because even when it's like my avoidance tapping in, it sounds like, you know what I mean? Like it's giving like, oh, but there's always more. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, da.
And I'm like, that's only true if you're dealing with a bad apple. That theory of there's
no, and tea was spilled. Tea was spilled. Boston Tea Party.
That tea is only true if you're dealing with someone who's actually like not giving you the tea.
Yeah.
The reality is, it's like, yeah, there actually are. Realistically, factually, there are a lot of people that like there's surely millions of people that would be down to clown.
Absolutely,
in some
there's billions of people
way,
in the world.
shape, or form. Yeah. Easy, clock that T.
Light working, no reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone who's like gonna be like down as fuck though, like actually for real, like down for connection.
Yeah.
That's more rare. They need to be like equally as evolved as like you are and how you feel on the matter.
T.
And that takes like vulnerability, so many things, like whatever.
Yeah.
And people lack that, I fear.
And that's like real as
fear.
fuck. And you should say, it's just so insane, because I'm like, wow, like the avoidance coming back around in a mask and cloak that literally looks like me. Like, I'm like, get out of here. But I was at the bar like, damn, like.
I get it. Me too. I do the shit all the time. Or someone will look at me and be like, I guess I could talk to them. And then I'll literally be like, why would I talk to them? Like, it's just even that simple as that.
Simple as that. It's simple.
Or it's literally simple as like having a nice conversation with someone and being like, I think I could. And then I'm like, could you though? Or are you just saying that because you're just trying to like fill something for the moment?
And you might as well run both. Like, fuck it. Guess we both ain't shit.
Yes, we both ain't shit. And that's not coming from a place of like, I've evolved there yet. That's just something for me in my house that I've clocked.
Yeah.
That like, I noticed that is what we do.
Yeah, no,
society.
It's humbling.
It's very humbling and it's very eye-opening, I think, when, yeah, you just like have those realizations of like, actually fucking shit, bro. We both ain't shit. Like, fuck the noise badly.
Yeah. No, and it's giving fuck the noise, because also like
it's giving fuck the noise.
It's giving and I'm just also, and I ain't healed. Like, if this was a journey, I ain't even got like a couple days sober yet. But in terms of what I was gonna say is like in terms of, I'm just also seeing that like we're just, as a society, we are just like way too like, I don't know when I turned into fucking, I don't know, Ben Shapiro or something, but I'm like, we are just so online. Like, the world feels so fucking big. Like, the world feels so big, and the world feels like there's so many people and there's so many da-da-da-da-da.
And this is the tea.
And I'm like this. Oh, no. I was telling you to be quiet. I'm just saying, like, I'm like this with it. Like, I'm literally like, stop. Like, enough. I'm only where my feet are at.
Yeah.
Because for the divas that literally, like, I'm literally a dog on a treadmill who thinks she's outside and there's like a carrot. I'm like, girl, but look around. Let's touch the grass.
Yeah.
And like lock in with what's really happening. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Here's the tea too. I was listening to this podcast. I listened to it like 3, maybe 4, honestly, probably 4 years ago, 4 years ago. And the guy was talking about, he was talking about now, and he was talking about this election year back then, in the past. I've just been thinking about it a lot in the current day.
Yeah.
Because he said this was going to happen.
For sure.
Predicting the future type shit.
Of course.
But he was just talking about how, like, back in the 2020 election, like, the people who were, like, talking about, like, oh, like, I'm a Republican and, oh, I'm a Democrat, and people who were, like, spatting at each other online, like, demographically, they're the exact same person. Like, went to a 4-year college, grew up in the suburbs, like, you know, like, middle class, like, to upper middle class, like, whatever. Like, very same demographic, 2 different viewpoints, whatever. But he was just saying how, like, our worldview is extremely small because those are the people that are, like, we have limited access to knowledge of what's happening in the world. And he was like, what's going to change and be so interesting in this next election year is, like, all the different, like, topics that are brought up, all the different people who are, like, voicing themselves, because the internet, like, there's going to be more access. People are from everywhere, like, across the world, like, no matter what kind of, like, country, third world, first world, whatever, like, everyone's going to have access to the internet in some way, shape, or form. And they're going to be able to add their opinions to, like, what's happening. And and I feel like every year, like, the world does, in fact, feel bigger. Like, I feel like also in America, we're, like, insanely self-involved. And, like, we just, like, know what's happening here. And we're like, I'm like, what's Brexit? Like, just things like that are happening, like, culturally, and, like, people being more tapped into, like, other cultures and seeing, like, other things, like, whatever. And all that being said is I think that, like, it's even more so, like, like, I literally was like, guys, like, literally the thought that I have, like, all the time, I'm like, no, like, genuinely, what if my husband is, in fact, in Copenhagen and I wouldn't know because I've never been before? In
a real way.
And just, like, shit like that, which is so valid, so true, and so tea, but, like, again, it's just that, like, illusion. Like,
it's illusion boots.
Yeah, it's just, like, the idea of, like, when is enough? It's, like...
It's a fucking slippery slope. And I'm just, like, realizing it now, I think, as I'm being, like, more conscious of just, like...
Totally.
Even the doom scrolling, like, even all these things where I'm, like, finding myself, like, 20 minutes deep in lore about somebody that literally I've never seen, heard, met, I don't know, like, what, you know what I mean? Like, all of these things coming back around, and then influencing things such as, to bring it all the way back, I'm, like, influencing things such as, like, you see somebody cute and you're like, oh my God, you're cute. Okay, whatever. Maybe you guys have a combo. You talk da-da-da-da-da. I go home and TikTok shows me Hassan Piker. And I'm like, well, you know what? Never mind.
And here's the tea. And this is going to sound crazy as hell. I just don't know if I have a better way to put it.
No, for sure. You know, it's a safe space.
I say this very carefully. And I would clock
it if it's that crazy.
But, like, I can't think of a better word. And if you can, like, help me.
Yeah.
It is, like, giving greed in the sense that, like, with the topic of greed, like, nothing is never enough. It's like, just like, oh, I'll never forget. I one time was like, took like a financial course with this guy and he was like talking about, he was like, well, what's your like financial goals? And I was like, yeah, like maybe like one day own a house or he was like, what's wealth? And I was like, and he was like, define it. Like name some things like people who are wealthy. And I was like, yeah, like they own a house Or like, da-da-da-da. And he was like, no, like, well, it's subjective. She was like, some people want to own 2 houses. Some people want to own like 2 houses and a boat. Some people want to win. And I just had that realization, like, for me in my house, like, I was like, no, like, if I owned a house, I'd literally be like, everyone shut the fuck up.
I don't need too much. Like, not too much.
And like, but there's genuinely, it's like the same concept. Like, I don't feel that way, like money materialized way, but like, we can get that way with people. Like,
absolutely.
We can like take special people, special interactions, like, for fucking granted. Like, we can literally, it's the same thing. It's same with dating. Like, yeah, maybe you don't want, like, you're not like, oh, I made a $500,000 now I want $1 million. Like, it's maybe it might not be like that, but it can be the same with dating. It's like, you met a really fucking special ass person who is showing you, like, just how special connection can be, life can be.
Yeah.
And then you're literally turning around and being like, let me go and like, just like test more waters.
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
When you like reach that threshold, I'm not saying that you shouldn't go on more dates. I'm just saying like you definitely reach a threshold with a person where it's like in or out.
Yeah.
And if they're not in, then it's just like
absolutely. And it's just the little, like, it all comes back to like subconscious. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
like, I think it's very much, obviously everything is subconscious, and like our subconscious literally does like 100% of 98% of the work. Like, that's why we need to be, about it. Also, do we need to answer that?
It should be fine.
Or is it just giving delivery? Sorry, the doorbell rang.
No, I feel like it's okay.
Okay, we cool. And I'm gonna keep it in, fuck it. It's just giving like the 98% of your brain being subconscious and just realizing the ways that is influencing you when you actually like stop and take a minute to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just even the idea of like, it's crazy because like, y'all already know me.
Okay.
Oh, it's serious. Yeah, anyways, it all comes down to like, it's the subconscious of it all. Like, just noticing the ways that like all of the things that we like, what's the word? Just all the things that like we ingest nowadays, especially with so much media present, like so normalized that I'm watching like quite literally 50 different opinions on things every hour.
Totally.
You know? I'm just realizing.
Yeah.
It all trickles down.
Yeah. It's just like, life view, experiences, like so many things shape people and the opinions we agree with.
Absolutely.
Of Corsica.
And it's just giving like, again, like genuinely gutturally, fuck the noise. Like, let me log back in. Because it's humbling to literally go outside. Like, of course my TikTok shows me 50,000 hot guys a day. So I'm literally like, oh yeah, bro. Like, I think hecka guys are hot. Like, it's like, whatever, diva. Go outside.
Here's the thing too. I mean, it doesn't help that we live in Los Angeles, and literally in Los Angeles,
everyone's hot.
Everyone's hot, but like, everyone's hotta. Like, it's like you think you're hot. No, quite literally, Paul Mescal just walked down the street. Like, it is just, it's like you think you're hot.
It's just a different level. It's a different level of like, there's a different level of grounding that needs to take place when you're in the city of looks, because it's just like, again, like I said, I've met, and this will go into the overspill, not too much on this, but like, I've been outside lately. I'm like meeting people who are attractive to me. You know what I'm saying? Does it help? Does it help that I could like walk down the street and literally see like fucking, I don't even know, like somebody that
Harry
I saw
Styles,
on the big screen, you
know?
No, that doesn't help. But again, it all comes down to like, but when I am where my feet are, which is the only place I ever am, I have to humble myself. Like, girl, because my avoidance, she a tricky motherfucker. My avoidance be like, hey girl, it's you. You're greater good, remember? And I'm like, yes, you're so right. More. No.
How do you like that? How do you like that?
Reel it in.
Yeah.
Reel it in. And I'll say this. This is what I'll leave y'all with type shit. The only experience that I can equate this to, and why social media is fucking batshit crazy, and like obviously like there will be a documentary about TikTok in about 40 years, like don't even worry about it if we're not all literally Wall-E by then. Here's what it is, right? There was a time when the only hot men that I'd seen, the only idea that there was more that I had was 5 members in a boy band, okay? Nowadays, you go on TikTok and I literally see a hot men for you page on my page 6 times a day, completely different locations, completely different people. Let me tell you this story, because I've always had this dog in me. You already know this story. When I was like 16 years old, I was talking to this guy like down. Like I was talking to this guy from this other school, like whatever. We were talking down, baby girl. You stay on my mind, like down. Like we were literally like fucking Skyping. It was like 2016, okay? We were literally like Skyping the house down, texting all day, every day. Like I was like, oh my God, I really like him. Like he's so cute. Like we were hella, like crushing, whatever. Like, bitch, we about to go steady. You know what I'm saying? As the kids used to say back then. Crushing on him, the house down boots. I went on a trip. We were talking the whole time, different time zones, like 16-year-old shit. Like literally we was up 3 a.m. type shit. The plane lands from this trip and I had plans immediately, like the next day, to go see One Direction in concert where we are tour at the Rose Bowl. I land, I go see this fucking concert. Shout out Lexi, Val, and Micaiah. Like that was iconic. I'm so glad we did that. Went to the concert, sat through, watched the whole thing. I promise you on my soul, I walked out of that concert, crossed the street, and I literally turned to my friend and I was like, I have to break up with them. Because there's some variant of this timeline. There's a 2% chance that I'm going to end up with Harry. Like that shit literally humbled me so hard that I walked out that concert and I dead ass sent him a paragraph being like, yeah, like I can't like do this anymore. Like so sorry, da 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 da. Okay. In the court of law, what was the motive? She saw somebody hot. And that was like back in the day when you had to buy a $400 ticket to go have that experience, to go and have your avoidance tap in like, actually, I can't fuck with you right now because me in 5 years might end up with Harry. Now, babe, you could do that from the comfort of your fucking phone. Nowadays, I'll literally be like, oh my God, that guy was so hot, but there's this guy in Connecticut that's like even hotter. And like, what if he moves? Like,
girl, it's worse because now you can DM people and follow them. That's the real fucking tea.
Like shit is
now
nasty.
It's worse because they can DM you. And then you're really fucking cooked.
And
that happened to
cooked.
my friend. She literally was telling me, she was like, Dom, if I tell you who I went on a date with, you like literally can't tell anyone. Shows me the profile, pass out, and literally was like, ain't no way that's him. Like literally on some A-list king shit, like holy motherfucking guacamole, like so shook. And then I was like, see, because if I was bad like that on Graham, y'all would get me acting.
I would have a family in every fucking state in this country.
No, because, and she's bad to the bone.
Of course.
So like her DMs literally explode like with treasures and like trollops. With treasures and trollops and times
like literally
that are
the
true.
season's best harvest.
Yes,
like actually, like that's crazy.
But I'm like, okay, anyways, girl. But anyways, I was like, that's actually, I don't have that experience, but I was like, I could. And more importantly, I'm just like, that's like the tea now. It's like my friend literally the other day DM'd someone and she was like, I just had to DM him because he was bad. Responded. And he literally is like, I would say B-list. And he responded as fuck to her. And I was like, guys, I forgot that you can like do that.
You can just do that shit, babe.
Anyways, it's worse now.
Like fucking
so
owl.
that's all we have to say.
Yeah, a million things. Anyways, we're going to continue this conversation over on Patreon because I fear there's still things to
There's
unload
so
the
much
clip
more.
on. I fear like just a couple more things. But if you're not going over there, we love y'all.
We love you so much and thank you for being here with us.
Yeah,
and
thanks
keying.
for keying. And for me on the Neighborhood Watch, Claro, bitch, you will be dealt with. Claro, you will be dealt with. Whatever, like, actually crack cocana she put into Juno that literally be having me feeling like I am the equivalent of a Victorian princess.
No, heavy on, you know me.
You know. And when I literally listened to that fucking album, Keelan texted me and was like, bitch, Claro can say the N-word. Like, no, he posted on Spam. He was like, Claro can say the N-word and she's black. And I was like, ha ha ha. Juna, excuse me.
Juna.
No, she's black.
She's black, all
She's
right.
black. That little trilogy of songs she put in there, that's a black woman right there.
No, she fucking tore it up.
She tore it up crazy. Also, oh my God, I don't know if I should tell this story here. I want to tell this story here for shits and giggles, but it is a little doxing. So I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Oh, I feel bad about it. I feel bad, guys. I would tell it here, but it's genuinely too doxing. Like
It's too doxing.
Like the people would literally be like, "Girl."
Yeah. Media, Love is Blind UK, if you haven't watched it,
Absolute.
so good. It's the US, take notes. Like, y'all are so fucking messy here. Like,
Absolute.
even when Love is Blind, like, y'all are so fucking messy. Like, Love is Blind, I don't know what tea is. Actually, I have theories, but anyways.
We can't have nothing over here.
We can't have nothing
And
but
that's
fucking
okay.
fried chicken.
Oh my
bitch.
gosh. Also, the blah, 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 blah. Shop World is Lava on Instagram. September 7th, Lava Market. See y'all there if you live in LA and you want to own pieces that are literally like the girlies are throwing another market. Yeah, I'm like, I have to shout out my girls on the pod. They're throwing another market. That is literally the one place where I'll pop out with literally my finest shekel that I keep under my bed. Spend it, keep it pushing. It's gonna be cute. It's gonna be clothes. It's gonna be tattoos. It's gonna be piercings.
It's
gonna
literally
be
always tea.
elotes, esquites. Like fuck y'all. Like I'm about to be there having a good old time. So if you want to come key, come key.
Come key, it's gonna be a gag.
You don't have to put the hot girls on hot things.
Are your photos gonna be posted by then?
Probably.
Guys.
What?
That's literally those are gonna be my wallpaper.
Bitch, shut up. I haven't even really seen him like that.
I literally, Q like showed me from the ones that he had on his phone, and I literally was like,
I was modeling for the girlies.
girl.
I know. I'm trying to be on
I'm
camera
like, you're
more.
gonna get your shit A-list, like DM.
I hope so. Hey, I hope so. Hey guys, like I'm literally just a
You're
girl. I
literally
literally
about to have like A-list, B-list, C-list, D-list.
I saw
in your
this
fucking
TikTok
shit.
that literally was like me ignoring all the red flags because it's about to be pumpkin patch fucking like watch movies in hot cocoa season. I'm like, y'all. Anyway.
I'm going to the Calabasas Pumpkin Mart with
or without y'all. And
I'm
this is
fucking
okay, and this is
serious.
guys, and this is why we're overflowing. We love you guys so much. Thank you for watching and listening and vibing with us. And we'll see you next week. If you're coming to the Patreon, we'll see you in like 5 seconds. So anyway.
Purr.
All right. Bye. You know me.